Oh. I'm Councillor Oliver. I'm Chair of today's meeting. To enable the hearing to run in an orderly manner, I would ask that all present please ensure mobile phones are on silent or turned off, please. I'll just check mine as well. The hearing will follow the procedure set out in Appendix A of the report pack. Officers will introduce their reports in the usual way. When I invite you to speak, please unmute your microphone and then mute it again when finished speaking. Please note it is important to use the microphones when speaking. Agenda item 1, I will begin the agenda item 1 with calling upon member services to report any apologies for absence, please.
There are none, everybody's present.
Thank you. Agenda item 2 is to receive any declarations of interest under the local code of conduct in respect of any items to be discussed at this meeting. No. Okay, thank you. There are none, so I'll carry on. Okay, so we'll now go on to agenda item 3 and the procedure. So forgive me, I've just got to find my agenda item 3. Thank you. Okay, consider the application for review of premises licence in respect of the Delicious Snack Bar, 50 Hill Street, Wisbech, Cambs, B131BD. The review has been submitted by the Cambridge Constabulary, triggered in response to intelligence received and subsequently inspection at the location. Thank you very much. Yeah. Apologies. I should have done the introductions first. Yeah. So what we'll do is, as I said, I've introduced myself, Councillor Oliver, as the chairman. I will now go to the committee who will introduce themselves, starting with Michael.
Yeah, Councillor Michael Humphrey.
Councillor Nick Meekins.
Councillor James Carney.
Colin Miles, Legal Advisor.
Andy Fox, Senior Licensing and Compliance Officer.
PT Paul Hawkins, Cambridgeshire Police, Alcohol Licensing.
And can I ask if you can introduce yourselves, please?
Raymond Pearson, Business Consultant. Your name then?
My name is Constantine Almeida. I'm running business Delicious Snack Bar, Wisbech.
Marcy Garcia, I'm just a translator for Constantino.
So will you be translating all time or just as and when? Okay, thank you. Okay, next item on the agenda is for the licensing officer to outline the case by presenting the report, which refers to the review application of the premises licence and the licensable activities, day, hours and operation.
Thank you, Chair. So, Fenland District Council, as a licensing authority, have received an application to review a premises licence from Cambridgeshire Constabulary in their capacity as a responsible authority under Section 51 of the Licensing Act 2003 for the premises known as Delicious Snack Bar, which is on 50 Hill Street, Wisbech. The application was received on the 26th of July 2024, and as required under the Act, notice of the application was advertised on the Council's website, and blue notices were also placed at the premises from the 29th of July 2024, and the 28-day consultation period ended on the 25th of August 2024. A copy of the review application, along with its supporting body cam footage, can be seen at Appendix B and C. Sorry, right. Beg your pardon. So this report and the footage will be shown during the committee meeting. A copy of the current premises licence can also be seen at Appendix D. And the application to review the licence relates to the following licensing objective, which is the prevention of crime and disorder. The premises licence details for the Delicious Snack Bar are as follows. The premises licence holder is a Mr. Constantino Almeida, and he's held the licence since late August 2023. The DPS, or the Designated Premises Supervisor, is also Mr. Constantino Almeida. Mr. Almeida holds a personal licence with Fenland District Council, so no problems there. And in relation to the role of the DPS, they're responsible for the day-to-day running of the premises, which includes having a clear knowledge and compliance with the licence conditions. On this occasion, the premise licence holder and the DPS are the same person, and therefore the full responsibility lies with Mr. Constantino Almeida to ensure that the licence and objectives are upheld at all times. According to the review application, an offence has been committed, and this is a clear breach of the licence conditions, and specifically condition 16 of the current premises licence, which states that no alcoholic drinks will be purchased by the store owners or staff from sellers calling at the store. On the 11th of May 2024, PC Josh Yeomans attended the Delicious Cafe snack bar and spoke with Mr. Constantino. The conversation was recorded on Mr. Yeoman's body-worn camera, and during the conversation and under caution, Mr. Almeida admits to purchasing the vodka, and a copy of the relevant footage is provided, Appendix C. During the same visit, PC Yeomans also requests a copy of the CCTV footage of the incident, and it was then established that Mr. Almeida does not know how to operate the system. I just wonder at this time, Chair, whether it be appropriate to show the video now or whether you'd like the police to introduce it. Can we show the video, please?
Smells nice, doesn't it?
Yeah. I opened 7 months ago.
Yeah, lovely smell.
Yeah.
Are you all right talking to me without an interpreter, or do I need to get an interpreter?
Yeah, my English not so bad, not too much, but it's okay.
We'll see how we get on. If you need an interpreter, let me know. All right.
Yes.
Now, the reason I'm here is yesterday I had a report from another landlord locally who had his wallet stolen. Okay. And yesterday he sort of went round and tracked where that stolen bank card had been used, and that took
him been here.
Yeah, and that took him here. Essentially, there is a belief that the chap who stole the bank card, we know that's not you. We know you didn't steal the bank card.
No.
But
There's man come and he try to cash back, but 3 times wrong.
Yeah.
I speak sorry. You need to go bank.
Yeah.
Something card not working.
Yeah.
I don't know.
with that, so like I say, ultimately, what I'm going to need CCTV of that. Okay.
Yeah.
On top of that, however, there is a mention that apparently there was some alcohol that he bought with the stolen money, and then came in here and sold to you for £10.
No, I don't buy alcohol. I buy alcohol from shops all the time.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
ultimately, like I say, mate, like I'm not arresting you. Don't worry. No arrest necessary. All right, but I do need to caution you. Okay, so you do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you fail to mention when questioned something you later on in court. Okay.
Yes,
Anything you do say may be given in evidence. All right.
Yeah.
Now, the reason for that caution is because I suspect that you may have potentially bought this alcohol off this chap who stole the bank card.
No.
And
People come for cash back. I speak okay cash back.
Okay.
Any person, customer.
Okay, that's it. Another little spiel that I've got to do. You're not under arrest, okay? So you're free to go, or you're free. This is your place, so you're free to ask me to leave at any time, okay? Like, you're not under arrest. I'm not detaining you, anything like that. And you have the right to free and independent legal advice, okay? Either in person or by telephone, all right?
Yeah.
So essentially, a statement saying that you came in here. So this is a statement saying that this is true, and he's happy to go to court for it, all right? And he gets prosecuted if he's lied. And he said that he's come in here, and you have had a bottle of alcohol, vodka, on this back shelf, and you've said that you bought one bottle off this man who did try to do the cash back.
Yeah, one. This only one. Because I know buy alcohol from any person. Because you speak me, I know drink vodka. I run this product. I give for you if you need. We speak okay. How much? You can speak £10. Only this bottle. Never coming first time in. It is all the time coming for play machine. This guy, and sometimes one beer. But couple times.
Okay.
But I know these people.
Who is this person?
I don't know. This person coming with friends. Too many here.
Do you know his name? The one that sold you this one bottle of alcohol.
Yeah.
Do you know his
ask
name?
Me, I don't need this because I not drink vodka. I'm wrong. I think this is different drink. And
Okay.
no,
I say so.
No buy
just
for people. Just
that's it.
only
So, like I say, you bought the one. Obviously, you're aware of your licensing, which obviously states that you're not allowed to buy alcohol in this store unless it is from obviously like a specified retailer or wholesaler.
Yeah.
So obviously, like that is technically a breach of the license, all right. So I've got to make you aware. I've got to let licensing know about that. What they do, that's up to them. They might not do anything. They might do something. I don't know. Probably just pay you a visit and have a conversation, all right. But I've got to let you know. I need to make them aware. At the point that you bought the alcohol, okay, but you paid the £10 for the alcohol.
Yeah.
Did you know that was bought with a stolen card?
No, because him only put in front. I don't see the named card and nothing. Just put in front, touch.
Okay.
3 times quickly. And I speak no working.
Okay.
You need okay. I'll go. I
All right.
go back.
All right. No
I
worries.
think him card.
Yeah. Okay. So at the point where bottle of vodka, and you take it, you did not know that was stolen.
No.
That's fine. That works for me.
This, but I wrong. I think different drink, but no, don't like this drink.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay, but this is only this. No, I know I buy in shoppings.
Yeah. Okay. That's absolutely fine, mate. All right.
This is business running slowly.
Yeah.
I use small drinks.
Okay.
7 months you start from zero.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. Am I right to have a look at your CCTV?
I have these videos because I lived 21 years here.
Well, this is it, isn't it? And like you've worked hard for it.
Old building, just only 6th floor. A lot of money I spent here.
Okay.
Very hard my life here, but I'm coming for a changed life.
Yeah, well, 100%. This is it,
my
mate.
country, small money.
Yeah, which
I come in here hard.
Is it Portugal?
Yes. Nice country, but small salary.
Yeah,
very hard.
I like Portugal. I've been there on a holiday a few times.
Only €700 per month. About 600
Oh, is it? Really?
pounds
Oh, blimey.
Salary. Between same price.
Yeah.
Life.
Better over here.
Nice country, but very hard.
Economy not where it should be.
No house there.
Yeah.
If house, 2 people, not so bad.
Yeah.
Working salary. But this no house, pay rent, kids, everything.
Yeah, not enough.
Hard.
Not enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you got any CCTV?
Yeah.
Can I look at that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So the body cam footage of PC Yeoman's interviewing Mr. Almeida. So I'll carry on. On the 4th of June 2024, at approximately 1400 hours, PC Paul Hawkins and myself attended the premises with a view to conducting a licensing inspection, which included a full check of the conditions. Mr. Almeida was asked to demonstrate to the officers the CCTV footage for the 10th of May 2024, and he advised that he was unable to operate the system and called a friend who attended. And it was there that it was established that the footage could not be played back and that nothing appeared to be stored on the hard drive. At the request of PC Hawkins, the CCTV system, including the power cable, were removed and seized for police examination. The system has since been checked by Police Forensics Imaging Unit, and it's also been established that the hard drive was completely blank and contained no retrievable data. This was a clear breach of the conditions 1 to 5 on Annex 2, the Prevention of Crime and Disorder, which are also listed below in this report. On the 4th of June 2024, due to the breaches identified, PC Hawkins issued a Section 19 Criminal Justice and Police Act 2001 notice. This was sent via email, and we informed Mr. Almeida that the premises was to cease the licensable activity and specifically the sale of alcohol until all conditions were met. And a copy of that notice can be seen at Appendix E in this report. On the 12th of June 2024, once the Section 19 was in place, PC Hawkins received intelligence from a third party that the premises were continuing to sell alcohol on the premises by decanting products into coffee cups. On the same day, myself, I attended the location and spoke to Mr. Almeida, and he denied the allegations, and at that time no evidence could be seen. On the 20th of June, I met up with Mr. Almeida and his agent, Mr. Pearson, and we conducted a further licence compliance inspection, which included the newly installed CCTV system. Due to the system being installed and other matters being addressed, the Section 19 notice was removed at that time. During the consultation period, there was one valid representation in support of the application, and this can be seen at Appendix F. And that is the report before you today, Chair.
No, that's fine for me, thank you.
The last date of an inspection seems to be the 12th of June. Has there been any other inspections by yourself since then?
There's been no further inspections since then because at that last inspection date, all the conditions were met and complied with.
Thank you.
No question for me.
Okay, I'll now invite the responsible authority to put their case forward of the review application.
Chair, thank you for your taking your time today to hear the application to review the premises licence of Delicious Snack Bar. It is not my intention to read the entire application. Pages 5 to 8 of the licensing report provides an adequate summary of the application that you've just heard. It's clear within the documents that the licence holder breached various conditions of the premises licence and purchased alcohol from a third party that is being purchased by the third party with a stolen bank card. Effectively, the licence holder has not only breached these conditions but also been involved in the handling of stolen goods. Handling stolen goods, Theft Act 1968, Section 22. The question to consider is how many times has he purchased alcohol over the counter for members of the public without being caught. The breach of the licensing conditions is contrary to the Licensing Act 2003, Section 136. As you're aware, guidance issued under Section 182 of the Licensing Act 2003 states in 11.24, licensing authorities do not have the power to judge the criminality or otherwise of any issue. This is a matter of the courts. The licensing authority's role is to determine such a review is not therefore to establish the guilt or innocence of the individual, but to ensure the promotion of the crime prevention objectives, which is what I put forward to you today. 11.28, it is envisaged that the licensing authorities, the police and Home Office, immigration enforcement and other law enforcement agencies, which are responsible authorities, will use the review procedures effectively to deter such activities and crime. Where reviews arise and the licensing authority determines that the crime prevention objective is being undermined through the premises being used to further crimes, it is expected that the revocation of the licence, even in the first instance, should be seriously considered. A stated case of East Lindsey District Council versus Abdul Hanif trading as Zara's restaurant in 2016 comments on the way the committees and courts should approach the promotion of the licensing objectives. Mr. Justice Jay said, the prevention of the crime and disorder requires a prospective consideration of what is warranted in the public interest, having regard to the twins' consideration of prevention and deterrence. The licence holder has, on this occasion, demonstrates that they have willfully neglected their obligations to uphold the licensing objectives and fuel criminality within the town by its actions. I draw your attention again to 11.28. Where the review arise and the licensing authority determines that the crime prevention objectives is being undermined for the premises being used to further crimes, it is expected that revocation of a licence, even on the first instance, should be seriously considered. Thank you for your time.
You've got no witnesses or anything, so we can go on to the next item, which is the licence holder or representative.
Got any questions? Has the panel got any questions?
Yeah, that's on here. The licence holder may ask any questions now of the responsible officer.
We've got no questions, only the statements of what we've actually done to rectify matters.
Okay, no other interested persons, so therefore committee members, have you got any questions of the? No?
No,
Okay.
for me, no, that it's all contained in the application.
Okay.
No questions.
Right. Okay then. There being no members' questions on the.
Correct
Right,
that.
you got-
We'll just ask one question.
Okay.
Given some of the offences that you found, although they were breaches of the licence, has any action been taken against the purchase of that what was clearly a stolen car and purchases made with that? Is
Okay.
anything been done to follow up on that?
Yeah, so PC Yeomans has investigated the theft of the cards and its subsequent uses. Unfortunately, they've been unable to identify the person involved. They thought they knew who it was, but they found out it wasn't the original suspect. In relation to the handling, they haven't pursued that criminal as a criminal case at this time, so they don't see them pursuing that against the licence holder.
Thank you.
Any other questions from the committee? Okay, therefore we go on to item 10, which is the licence holder. I ask if you can put your case forward now, and you're doing that, are you? Yeah, and then any interjection from? Yeah, okay.
I got involved with Delicious Snack Bar at the start, arranging the planning and licensing the premises licence on the property. And Mr. Almeida then took over running the business. If he had any questions on licensing or other issues, I'd gone along and given advice. At one point, I met Paul Hawkins and Andy Fox at the snack bar, because there'd been the allegations, and they took me to one side, explained what was going on, what the allegations were, and so they issued the Section 19 order. So straight away we made sure everything on that Section 19 order was complied with, all the notices, cameras in all directions, on the advice of the police about where they wanted, what angles they wanted, what entrance and exits they wanted, and then that was fine. That was the end of that. Then I got advised that there'd been drinks had been seen to be served in coffee cups. So I've gone up to Mr. Almeida and made it absolutely clear that he could not do that under any circumstances, and there was no reports of any incident that came to me after that. And then equally, I've had the contact by phone to say that there'd been an allegation that he'd bought a bottle of vodka. Again, I've gone to him and explained that you cannot do that under any circumstances, and that's illegal, and he would lose his licence if it was proven or it happened again. I then took steps to put in English speakers, because Mr. Almeida's spoken English isn't very good, and he doesn't quite understand a lot of questions put to him, and so he'll give answers, but not necessarily knowing what's being said, hence the reason we brought an interpreter, just in case we need him today. And since then, as far as I'm aware, no further incidents have occurred, and he's had ran his business in accordance with all licensing laws. Now, I can't make comment about the handling of stolen goods because I didn't see any of that, but I did take the allegation seriously and reacted upon it immediately. I also then made sure that all the premises licence, all the conditions were also interpreted in writing in Portuguese, so there'd be absolutely no mistake or misunderstanding. The people we asked to get involved are fluent English and Portuguese speakers, and they start working with him to make sure he starts running his business more efficiently. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Pearce. Is there anything the responsible authority want to ask? Okay. Committee members?
Yeah, Mr. Pearson, you act as an advisor, so I'm sorry, I don't know you, so I'm just trying to get an understanding. You act as an advisor, is that something, is that what you do?
It wasn't intended to do. I do a lot of accounts work and such, but people come up and ask me for help. I know the law. I get on very well with the licensing authorities and the police, fire brigade and everything. So when somebody comes and asks me to set the new business up, I make sure that everybody's aware. The fire brigade come in and have a look around the premises. So we just tick all the boxes. And we currently do fire risk assessments, so make sure that public safety is at the forefront.
Okay. As the DPS and licence holder, though, you would expect Constantina to have a full understanding of what's expected holding that licence, and you know, the fact that you've allowed him to tick some boxes, and it just appears to me that that isn't the case.
I was unaware, because obviously I wasn't involved in the licensing or running of the business at all. It's only when Andy Fox and Paul Hawkins brought things out to me, and I would say when they were having an interview with Mr. Almeida, that I found out the limit of his knowledge. So I took immediate steps to rectify that. Got everything interpreted into Portuguese, because he didn't quite fully understand some of the context. He thought he was doing right, but it turned out he wasn't. But we have rectified that now, as far as I'm aware, to the best of my knowledge.
Okay. Any questions?
No, I'm fine. Thank you.
I don't think I have any. Do you have any, David?
Not at this moment, no. You okay? No? Yeah, do you want to?
Yeah, Mr. Pearson, can you explain to me, obviously one of the main reasons that we're here today is the breach of licensing conditions, and in particularly the CCTV system. I myself know what you've done. I just wondering if it's worth, maybe, can you explain to the members, you know, what steps you've taken with the CCTV, the instructions? Can Mr. Almeida manage the system? Can he give us a footage if we need it, etc., etc.? If you can just let the members know, please.
Yes, we employed a professional. Once the hard drive was taken, from previous experience, I know then you can't sell alcohol. I explained that to Mr. Almeida. We got in touch with a professional company. They came in. We'd already spoken to Mr. Hawkins, who explained what he wanted and where he wanted the cameras. So outside and in which directions he wanted. All the exits and entrances. We then did a full training course. We got 2 staff members to come in, go through the CCTV system as well as Mr. Almeida, so they can all operate the system fully. Yourself came to the premises and viewed the new cameras, and you were pretty satisfied with the results. So if there's another incident like that, CCTV footage can be provided instantly.
And I think it's worth adding as well that you've had the instructions for the operation of the CCTV system written in both English and in Portuguese as well.
Yes, I have.
Just I wrote down earlier. Could you explain what previous experience Mr. Almeida had of licensed premises, or was this his first venture into such?
This is his first attempt, so there would be teething problems, but that doesn't make any excuses.
No. The other question I wrote down here earlier was an understanding of the licence conditions, and what you're saying is now that that's been explained in Portuguese. I still find it strange that somebody can apply for a licence and have a licence granted and not understand that, but and there's also an admission, obviously clear admission, that cheap alcohol was bought on that occasion in breach of condition 16.
Right, I can't come to that because I don't know. I don't know if it's his misunderstanding with the questions, because he's done that in front of me several times. I'm asking him a question and he thinks I'm saying something else. So,
So probably through the interpreter, does Mr. Almeida admit to purchasing that bottle of vodka, the cheap bottle of vodka on that evening?
Yeah, because on the when he was playing the video, I could, and I said this to Mr. Smith, I could see that he was getting muddled up with the what was being questioned and his answers sort of thing. He said that obviously the card obviously didn't know, because he don't, when someone comes there with a debit card, he doesn't ask for ID to match, you know. But the bottle, he said he did buy it off that gentleman, was someone that he was a regular on that cafe, used to come there to play on the slot machines or something like that. And he said that he had bought it, or he had been giving it to him, but he didn't like that sort of drink. And yeah, but obviously I said to him, you know, it's something that he can't do, but it's, I don't know how to put it into words, but basically his heart is in a good place, but sometimes the understanding,
Okay, yeah.
you know, but obviously that's what Miss Pierce has been, in the last obviously a few weeks, month or so, been obviously trying to sort of educate, which we know you should have had this before, obviously you applied for the license, but, you know, we've just been trying to rectify it, you know.
Thank you.
Anything else?
No, thanks.
Okay, thank you. We're now on to the final part of the conclusion. As the responsible officer, have any other questions for?
No further questions, but I have a summary if you want to hear it before. Just
Yes, please. Yeah.
okay. Cambridgeshire Constabulary have simply presented the facts of their findings. The licence holders' disregard of the licensing objectives, licence conditions, and association to criminal activity. Next time, it could be an over-the-counter purchase of illicit or fraudulent vodka, which may cause severe health issues. The subcommittee's determination decision will set a precedent for similar businesses and the wider community. That's it. No, that's it. I'll finish.
Ask the same of the licensing officer.
I've got nothing further to add, thank you, Chair.
Okay, obviously you can't put any new evidence in, but is there anything else that you would like to?
no, all we can say is that there were mistakes made. I became aware of those. We've rectified them, and no further mistakes have happened so far. But obviously, it's up to your decision as to where we go from here.
My next question is, are all parties happy and satisfied that things have gone as we should, and you're happy in this? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So it leaves me to say that thank you very much, everybody, for coming along and speaking. The committee will now leave the room and deliberate, and we'll come back with our conclusion. Thank you.
committee anyway. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Michael. The committee meets today to determine the application to review the premises licence for Delicious Snack Bar situated at 50 Hill Street, Wisbech. The applicant to review the licence in Cambridgeshire County Council, Cambridgeshire Constabulary as responsible authority, and the review relates to the licensing objective of prevention of crime and disorder. The applicant to review can be found on page 13 onwards. The premises licence holder is Mr. Constantino Aldmir, who is also the designated premises supervisor. The current licence can be found on page 14 of the committee bundle. We have read the papers before us and have heard in person from PC Hawkins, the licensee's representative, Mr. Raymond Pearson. The main concern relating to the breaches of conditions attached to the licence, and these are purchasing alcohol from sellers attending the store, that was condition 16. No functioning CCTV, which was condition 1 to 5, annex 2. SIA risk assessment not completed, condition 6. Failure to complete staff training, condition 8 to 9. Use of labels on alcohol not used, condition 17. Incident book not present, condition 11. And lack of signage requesting staff to leave premises quietly. In support of the licensee, it was stated, complied with section 19 notice, English speaker on premises, awareness of purchasing stolen goods, and CCTV is fully functional and staff have been trained on its use. We note that the police served a section 19 on the 4th of June under the Criminal Justice and Police Act 2001, informing the licence holder that continuing the sale of alcohol will not be in accordance with the conditions of his licence. In our deliberation, we have been referred to the government statutory guidance, the Licensing Authority's Statement of Licensing Policy, and the Licensing Act 2003. This committee can modify the conditions attached to the licence, exclude a licensee activities, remove the designated premises supervisor, suspend the licence for a period not exceeding 3 months, revoke the licence, or issue a warning letter. The decision of this committee, we've decided that in order to promote the licensing objectives, the premises licence will be suspended for 28 days, commencing in 21 days from today. And we remove Mr. Almeida as the designated premises supervisor from the licence. That is their decision. If any person is aggrieved with this decision, they have 21 days from today to appeal to the Magistrates' Court sitting in Peterborough. There's usually a fee to be paid. Okay.
Yeah, the suspension, 21 days before it comes into effect?
The decision is automatically suspended to allow an appeal to the Magistrates' Court.
Right.
If the licence holder doesn't appeal within that 21-day period, this decision automatically kicks in. No, thank you.
You will get a written copy of this.
Did you want to speak to the licensing officer afterwards?
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming today. Thank you.